Hi, welcome back to Rebecca's Travels. Today I'm going to be talking about Greece versus Turkey and which one's right for you. You decide. So let's jump right into it. Now, both Greece and Turkey are very beautiful places. They have both got some stunning beaches and they've both got their lively and they've both got their quiet resorts as well. Again, in both Greece and Turkey, you've got day trips out, which you can go and visit a fantastic amphitheatre at Ephesus, and also Crete, Konos. There's also a fantastic amphitheatre there. There's other sites, a lot of other sites in both countries that you can see as well. You can also, with both countries, go on boat trips. You can also get Mediterranean cruises that stop off at both countries, different places. Again, I would say in the summer they were both about as hot as each other. Turkey was very hot during June, July and August. Also Greece is very hot as well, June, July and August. I mean, both can get to sometimes over 100 degrees Celsius, so they are both very hot and humid places to go. You can go out of season when they're both not so hot, and it also costs you less out of season than what it is in season. But again, if you say like to see sights, then you might be better out of season than in season, because it is, both countries are very hot indeed. However, Greece especially is a lot cooler at night. Again, don't forget to take your cardigan or bolero, because it can get chilly at night time. Turkey, it varies. It's not too cold at night like Greece, but you know, it's probably worth taking either a cardigan or men jumpers, or it's something to wear warmer at night. But yes, again, both countries have like lots of shops and markets to visit. They've both got lively resorts, such as you can watch folklore, Turkish dancing in Turkey, or Greek dancing and folklore in Greece. There's also bars and nightclubs in lively resorts as well. Again, hotels in Greece and Turkey, it really depends on your hotel. So again, keep reading the descriptions of your hotel, what it has in them. Again, a lot of hotels in Greece and Turkey, a lot do have swimming pools, especially if they're a beach resort. At 3-star hotels, again, at both Greece and Turkey, it really depends on your hotel whether there is a kids club, but they are apparent in Turkey, but more so in Greece, but you can get them in Turkey. But again, if you read up on the descriptions of where hotel or accommodation is situated, then it'll tell you whether it's the right holiday for you or not. Again, Greek hotels usually have daytime and evening activities, or at least 3-star ones do. Again, it really all depends with Turkey whether they do have daytime and evening activities. Our 3-star hotel, the Anil in Gumbit, didn't have. It had a swimming pool, and also in Turkey you may have to pay extra for any entertainment or special meal like we have, which if we wanted the special Turkish folklore night and to see a belly dancer, we had to pay extra, but some hotels do have it included. If you just read your brochure to see whether you have to pay extra for entertainment or generally other activities, or things that you might have to pay extra for, it should say in the brochure before you book your holiday. With the Greek hotels, a hotel is usually, if it does have entertainment, it's usually all included in the package. But again, if you read your hotel description and the resort, then it should tell you. Again, both countries, that you can get optional excursions with both countries. Again, both Greece and Turkey for car hire are expensive, especially Turkey. We had the car for one day and it literally cost the bomb at the time, and that was just one day to go to Ephesus. Also, if you're in resorts in Turkey such as Bodrum and Turkey, you can get a dole bus that you pay to get to either Turkey or Gumbit. I mean Bodrum or Gumbit, sorry, the resorts. You can also get taxis in Turkey, but they are more than travelling on this dole bus. There's also other buses in Turkey as well. Again, both countries have good transport. One thing we had to do, we couldn't land at Bodrum Airport, we had to land at Izmir Airport in Turkey, and we had a 4-hour coach tour to get to Gumbet, but again some flights may go directly into Bodrum Airport, so obviously you're going to be better off if you're going to resorts around there. Again, Bodrum and Gumbet are both very lively resorts. Bodrum has a castle, it has a market as well, and lots of shops to go and visit, and a marina. Gumbet again and Bodrum both have nightclubs and pubs, so again they're both lively resorts. If again you can get say quieter resorts that are smaller, like Side in Turkey, and say Kukadashi. Marmaris is another lively resort in Turkey as well. Obviously the capital Ankara is lively, and Istanbul, but there are other quieter resorts, such as say Outing Side. If you don't want liveliness, and with like bars and nightclubs. Also it depends really on the island. With Greece, at Mazongi village in Corfu, that was the quieter end, but Moratika was livelier and Corfu town was livelier, but Cassiopeia in the north is quiet, is a quiet resort. Kavos in Corfu is very lively, so it really depends on your resort. Again in Zakynthos, both Laganos and Argasi, they are lively resorts, but Zakynthos town itself is a lot quieter, and Kalamakis a lot quieter as well, and there's a few other quiet resorts in Zakynthos. As for Crete, where we stayed, Sissi, it was a very quiet, low-key fishing village. But if you go to say Heraclium, which is the town that has the airport, it's a lot more livelier. As for roads, we went out of season, but Falarak is the liveliest resort in Rhodes, followed well. Our resort was generally not dead, but it was sort of in between lively, and then there's other quieter resorts such as Ixa, which we was actually next door to Ixa, Sothos or something, but it wasn't really lively, but it wasn't exactly dead either. Again, at Rhodestown's more lively. As well, but again, if you read your description of the resort, then again in like the brochure or online before you book, then it should tell you what type of resort it's going to be anyway. Again, both in Greece and Turkey you can get water sports as well, plenty of water sports, and you can also ask the hotel or the apartments or studios that or your accommodation for a guide to say what's about in the area. If you haven't had chance to look before you travel, but it is always wise, so then you know what there is before you going, and you can plan your holiday better that way. But again, you can get some beautiful hotels in mountainous regions in both countries. Again, both the countries do a wide range of accommodations such as half board, bed and breakfast, all inclusive, self-catering options at studios and apartments. So yes, lots of accommodation types. They also do bed and breakfasts, both countries as well. So yes, again, a 3-star hotel in Greece is not again the same as a 3-star hotel in Turkey. Again, I would definitely read your descriptions in a brochure or online, definitely before you book, and see whether it's what you want in a holiday before you book. So yes, as for the food in both countries, we could just pick what we wanted, but in Turkey they served it to us buffet style on the plate, whereas Greece you serve yourself basically, and that was the only difference that I noticed really. So again, accommodation types, again, I've been self-catering in Greece, and I've also been in a hotel in Greece as well, but again, if you read your accommodations descriptions, then it'll give you an idea what to expect. And again, I would just say the same with Turkey as well. obviously the more say facilities in the hotel, obviously the higher the price is going to be, especially if your hotel's got daytime, evening activities, kids clubs, and it's say on the beach, then obviously it's going to be higher in price than say if it was say near the back of a resort, or if it's in the town centre, then it can be more expensive as well, or village centre, than if it's further back, or say in a mountain, for instance. But it just really depends on the star of your hotel and the facilities. Obviously the more facilities that your accommodation has, whether it's hotel, apartment, studios, holiday village, whatever, then obviously the more expensive your holiday will be. So thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe and share, and I'll see you in my next travel video, which is France versus Spain, and that's going to be available tomorrow. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you for now. Thank you. Bye.